Okay. Well, let's go and see if we can find the person we're meant to talk to. Valerie or something, I think her name was? I don't know, I took a little break and saved that video. Laggy, laggy, lag. Okay. Valina. Okay. Well, let's see here.
Welcome to the Wizard's Tower, adventurer.
It's like that's like her default welcome, and then she realized who it was. Okay, I was told by Brother Samuel that you might be able to help us.
Oh yes, my dear friend Samuel. It's been years since I saw him. How is he, anyway?
Oh yeah, not so great. A group of monks he was traveling with were attacked. He's okay, but we're trying to find the culprit.
Gosh. He isn't hurt, is he? I'll help in any way I can. I'm afraid I can't leave my post, though.
Okay. Let's hang on a second. It's a little bit noisy.
Welcome to the Wizard... Oh yes, my... Gosh.
He's a little shaken, but he's fine. I just need some information before I can track down the killer. Some of the victims were killed by a similar stab wound. Here, it would be easier if you had a look at my notes.
Oh my, what a mess. It seems you found some very strange clues. But I think I can help. I have a lot of experience in some of these fields.
In the strange clues fields, eh? Alright, well, let's ask about elves.
Well, where do I start? I'm sure you're aware that it is quite uncommon for an elf to venture so far from Tyrannon, but it's not unheard of.
Yep.
I am particularly intrigued by the crystals you found. Being an expert on crystal magics, I have conducted much research on the subject.
Crystal magics. Oh, that's gotta be something to do with skill 2, doesn't it?
Firstly, crystals are extremely precious to the elves. For them to be discarded so carelessly is highly irregular.
Yeah. Who do we know who's highly irregular and careless?
And that's ignoring the assumption that a skilled assassin would leave any clues at all.
Well, he's leaving a bread trail. Maybe he's waiting for us to arrive.
Secondly, a crystal arrow would be entirely crystalline. I have yet to come across one that is crystal-tipped, as you've described.
The Ascended.
In summary, the clues you found are quite misleading. So I would advise caution, adventurer.
One of 3 things. Okay, let's ask about, teleportation.
Ah yes, this doesn't sound like regular teleportation. Normally the spell would emit light rather than absorb it. A possible explanation is that the killer opened a rift to escape to a darker realm or dimension. But that would require powerful magic which most wizards have yet to master. It doesn't seem to conform to the other evidence.
I don't know.
It all depends how reliable you believe this Blaze Sharp-Eye to be, really.
I wouldn't call him very reliable.
This may surprise you, adventurer, but we have been receiving reports of similar happenings recently.
What?
I must say, I've never encountered anything like this before. An ethereal spirit trapped in the physical world. How intriguing.
Missing presumed death.
Here at the tower, we research all manner of magic. I'm not aware of something like this ever being documented until now.
Yeah.
I would say this is not a magical phenomenon and certainly not related to your killer.
So we've got another storyline, a completely different storyline diverging here.
What we're dealing with here is on a much larger scale. It would seem something quite drastic is happening.
Yeah.
Some of these clues do appear to indicate the involvement of a Saradominist, potentially a wizard.
Wizard. I wonder if it's the wise old man. I have a feeling it's not, but...
As you can see, my position allows me to keep track of the comings and goings of many wizards. Anyone entering or leaving must check in with me.
Okay.
No one from this tower has left for a significant amount of time, but admittedly, I cannot account for all Saradominist wizards across Gielinor. Regardless, this kind of behavior is uncharacteristic for a follower of Saradomin. It seems an unlikely conclusion.
Okay, so probably not a Saradominist wizard. I agree with that. Sounds like you're hiding something. You know, I kind of think that's probably it.
What on earth are you insinuating? I am an esteemed wizard of Saradomin. I hold honesty and integrity in the utmost regard.
Yeah.
Now, if you must scrutinize my counter-argument, I will offer a more scientific hypothesis.
Please do.
Firstly, the weapon of choice. The elf was killed by an accurate stab wound. Wizards are trained in magic, not combat. Secondly, we all wear the same standard of robes.
Oh, I
You
wasn't talking
described
about
the
that.
blue fabric at the crime scene as rough linen, whereas our robes are woven
Okay, now
from
she's getting
wool and
crazy
imbued
defensive.
with defensive enchantments,
I meant
which
something
give the
entirely
fabric
different.
a distinctive shine.
I agree, it's not a wizard. Jeez. Move
If
on.
anything, it sounds like the killer was trying to impersonate a wizard.
No, I don't think so. I mean, maybe, but I don't think that's what I would say. Alright, well, I think we have all the information we need here. So, let's head back to Brother Samuel and have a look there. Okay, Brother Samuel, I spoke to the wizard and noted down what she told me.
I knew I could count on her. This information changes things somewhat. Elves, monks, wizards, guards, this is all so confusing. What do you think is going on?
Clues are too convenient. They don't seem to add up. I think they sort of add up. We've got bodies that are trapped, and they're showing up all over the place, and that seems to be because of something else not related to just here, because it's happening everywhere. And then we have this dark figure who appears to have convinced this elf to be here to do this, and then killed her. And then, I mean, I think it's got to be Sliskay. But why did he get an elf to come here like this? Was it to try and get Saradomin's attention? Maybe he's trying to pit some of the gods against one another. I don't know. I think we're getting to a pretty clear conclusion. Who do you think committed this atrocity? Sliskay.
Sliskay? As I'm not familiar with him, I cannot rule him out. I may not be as sharp as I used to be, but I'm tough to fool, adventurer. The crime scenes are so similar. It's almost as if the clues were planted.
Yeah, maybe. That letter under the bench seems especially strange.
Precisely. And besides, Seren and Saradomin have no quarrel with each other.
Not yet, anyways.
I think someone might be trying to turn them against each other.
That's what I'm saying. But who do you think would do that? Oh, what? Why? Wait, what? But what would someone do that for?
Like I said, I'm not as sharp as I used to be. One thing's for certain, though, whoever it was wants to give them cause for a fight.
Yeah. So what on earth could someone do that would make Saradomin want to fight Seren? Saradomin is all about, I mean, order. So if it looks like Seren's people are starting to cause disorder, maybe Maybe he'd get mad. Oh,
I
whoa.
believe I may be able to explain, mortal.
What?
What?
Do not be alarmed. I sensed you on the surface world. My arrival is imminent.
Imminent. Where are you coming from there, Icthalarin?
Wait. Can you feel that rumbling?
Our paths cross again, mortal.
What?
I sensed there was more to your fate that day in the pyramid.
Yeah. What's up, man?
I sensed many dead here, but I did not foresee these circumstances. What happened?
Well, we're kind of trying to figure that out ourselves. Someone killed these people.
Perceptive. These mortals passed at the hands of another. Pawns in a greater plan, perhaps.
I think it's definitely their pawns. Check out his weapon. Oh, Icthalarin looks pretty awesome.
There has been a most grave turn of events, adventurer. The Reaper of Souls, whom you know as Death, has gone missing.
Well, there's our quest title.
Without his scythe, there is nothing to sever the tie between souls and their physical shells.
I'm a little confused, so wait a minute. What happens if someone gets a hold of Death's scythe?
Look about you. The souls are in limbo, shackled to these lifeless husks.
That's so cool.
I have traveled across all of Gillinor, bearing witness to the same thing. I cannot help them all.
Weird. What happened to Death?
A question I myself cannot answer, nor can his helpers, nor the guardians of Guthix.
So, nobody knows?
I have not known Death to abandon his duty, not once in thousands of years. There are sinister powers at work here, mortal. I must find him with due haste before things fall apart completely.
Okay. Well, I kind of think I know why.
Death and I work harmoniously. Our destinies intertwined. Without him, I cannot fulfill my role.
Yeah.
I am the guardian of souls. I care not for the process of dying, for that is the concern of the Reaper.
Icthalarin, for those who don't know, he's the god of the underworld.
I stand my vigil at the gates of Gillinor's underworld. It is a dark place, filled with all manner of devourer beasts, their thirst for souls insatiable. It is there that Death delivers the souls he has collected, so I may safely shepherd them to the afterlife.
Very cool.
Without him, the souls remain trapped. Without me, they become lost.
Wow. Is everyone who dies trapped now?
Only in the realms of Gillinor. Other realms are not governed by the same principles of mortality. Death does have fail-safes in place, helpers that are able to use shards from his scythe to release souls.
Helpers?
But we are in times of great unrest, and they are unable to keep pace with the flow of souls.
I guess not.
So I am assisting by transporting the deceased to them. But I am tired, mortal. There is much that needs my attention.
Well, I have a feeling we're gonna get a piece of his scythe, and maybe we'll be able to do this job.
I suspect that the deaths here are more significant than the others I have seen. Did your investigation reveal the killer?